Hi and welcome. It's Ruth here again at artfulstampin.co.uk doing another kind of stash busting, churn 'em out card making for a charity that I support. So thank you everybody who came on earlier and has so generously donated actual cash to the charity, but also just by being here and supporting my channel, that really helps me out as well. So while I was just watching my sister live on YouTube. I know some of you were over there with her as well. So I've come back to do another maybe half an hour or so of card making. So while she was live, I was doing a little bit of stamping. Hi Dina, lovely to see you. Hi Vanessa, you're back! Yay! Hola, hola. Right, so these were the cards that had already been stuck together, and I just grabbed out some some scripture Bible stamps, because sometimes these cards do get taken to churches and things for sale, and I thought what a great way to use up some of these little flowers that I still had on my desk. So if I just quickly show you what I did with these ones, I stamped that straight onto there, but found that it didn't show up so well, so I've done that one again by sticking it onto there. That one I've just stuck a few little flowers around. I thought that one's quite nice for a baby card. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Now this I rescued off some packaging my upline gave to me a couple of years ago. She gave me a gift on stage, and I couldn't bear to part with it, so I've had it in my stash. So I just literally just stuck that on there because, you know, upcycling. Then I found that die there. Now this is from some marbling I must have done years and years and years and years and years and years ago, and I've had this bit of marbling in my stash for a very, very long time. I think I may have even have been a teenager when I did this. And so I found this die and I thought, wow, that just looks really lovely. And then I found this sentiment, this Bible verse, the Lord reigns, let the earth rejoice, and I thought that's quite a nice masculine-y card, isn't it? So that's quite cool. Then that one, I really like this. This is old wallpaper. When I moved to this house, I ordered some wallpaper samples. Not that I ended up much wallpapering, but this was some old wallpaper, and I just cut that to size and stuck it down. Well, actually I didn't, my friend did, and then I've just stamped on there. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm just decorating these. I've got 1, 2, what are these? These are all the same Bible verse, but I thought it's quite a nice one that you could give to somebody if they're not feeling very well or going through a hard time. So I'm just literally grabbing some flowers and going to stick those onto there, and not going to overthink it too much, just not cover up the sentiment, obviously. I'll put that in the corner. Hi Michelle, hi Jackie, hi Sheila, Dina. These ones I think came from Verve stamps before they disappeared off the planet. So Verve stamps were around a few years ago. Now the other place that you can buy really nice Bible verse stamps are Paper Tray Ink and Our Daily Bread. Stampin' Up do occasionally do really nice stamps, Bible verse stamps, but you know, that's not their bread and butter, as it were. That, you know, they cater for all sorts of tastes. So it's a case of, if you see Stampin' Up do one, grab it, because they don't always stay in the catalogue for too long. And so if you like them, just grab them while you see them, because yeah, they do go. So yeah. I don't know of many UK companies that are doing them. You can find the odd company. I did purchase some stamps because I wanted some Welsh stamps, and I will try and find the details of that in a second. I'm just trying to find something that I can pop on here. I've just gone into my little box of tidbits. Let's see if I can find something. No, it doesn't look right. Oh, you will get Dina, well done. Yeah, Our Daily Bread. I've never ordered from them, but I have had a look at their stuff a few times, and it looks quite pretty. Although I think their stamps are quite large. That's the only thing that slightly puts me off, because I bought a lot of stamps to go on my bookmarks. No, that definitely doesn't go. Oh, look. No. Right, I think this little pink butterfly with a little grey leaf will look fine. Hi Bev, hi Ellen. Rubber dubber do make quite nice. Oh, and from New Zealand. Ah, I did not know that. Oh, that's handy to know. Janice. Rubber dubber do. That's a good name, isn't it? Well, I guess you guys are near Malaysia. A lot of rubber comes from Malaysia. So that would make sense to have rubber stamps in New Zealand. Oh, I'm so tempted to put that little rose on there. The only thing about putting 3D stuff on cards is that when you sell them, you need to kind of warn people that they'll have to put extra postage. Oh, look, there's a little tattered flower there. That could look nice on there. Oh, May made it. Yes, I forgot about her. She's a newer company, isn't she? I've not seen her stuff. There's somebody on Periscope. Oh, what's her name? She does releases every so often. But I find her stuff quite sort of twee. Yeah, no, I don't know if twee is the right word actually. So very sort of a bit too trendy for me, if that makes sense. And it's designed for journaling. Ellen, what? Ellen, I was just thinking about you. About to use the vellum. Ha ha ha. Did I get the new flower punch? Which one, Vanessa? The little one? No, I haven't got that one yet. Nope. There were so many other things that. Oh, actually, no. I'll tell you partly why. It's because in the Europe we didn't get it on time, but I think it is now in stock. So yeah, it is now in stock. So. But I had sort of other things on my list that I wanted to get, and I thought, oh, if it's going to carry over, I'd rather just spend the money on it. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's not bad, is it? 9. Okay, so I did have a... Oh, where's it gone? Oh, here it is. This pack of paper. So I know this isn't Stampin' Up, but I wanted to kind of play with it and show you quick ways to put some cards together if you already have some card bases. So let's see what card bases I've got. Oh, I've got a couple of really large ones here. And I've got some... Oh, that's a nice one. That's a bit of a brown one. Oh, 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 nice. Got some sort of textured type ones. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Janice got it. Oh, good. It's very sweet, isn't it? I do want it. I just, I was happy to get the stamp set. Okay, so I'm thinking to literally just grab a piece of paper. It's a shame that doesn't fit on there, doesn't it? Okay. Let's just do quick card putting together. Stick that in that corner. I can cut on the scan cut. I thought the punch would be quicker. Yes, yeah, there's some times where punches are just too good to be true, aren't they? That's what I really do like it, that Stampin' Up! Is still committed to bringing out punches rather than completely focusing on dies. Yeah. For those images, for those sort of punches that you just need loads of, it's so much easier to have a punch than it is a die. Right, I'm just going to put a bit of glue there, because I'm thinking of trying to find a contrasting design. I think this bit of spotty here would be perfect. So let's rip that. Oh no, I should have ripped it the other way. Oh, let's tuck this back again. Hi, Linda. Is that all right, guys? Can you see what I'm doing? Let's get in a bit closer. There we go. Right. So packs like this are useful. I mean, Stampin' Up! Do their papers like this, where they'll design similar themed designs but yet have different textures, and they're great for, say I would just put a big sentiment on that now. That's done, and that would all stick all that down. I mean, I know this is sticking up, but once you put this big sentiment on there, that's actually, I've got a bit left over. That you could probably put a sentiment on there. And then maybe the odd flower or something, and then that's done. That's your kind of vintagey looking card done. Right, what else have I got? Go with the sunflowers. So rip that along the sunflower. So you don't even have to stick it all across to the top, actually. Look, we could just do this. I love tearing paper. Yes, Vanessa. I just went through the mini catalogue with you, and I can't thank you enough for that video. Your comments were so helpful, and I howled when you said, "Do I love it enough?" And then I bought it. Yep. Which one was that for? The mountain? The mountain one? Oh, I don't know. Oh, look, there's a tiny little piece there. That would look fun, just poking out. I need to rip, not cut. Yes. Ripping is so therapeutic. Right, then flip over. Look, just trim that down. Esther, be proud. Is Esther on here? She'll be proud of me. I'll put that straight in my bin, those little bits. She can't stand it when I craft in my room because I'm constantly chucking things on the floor. Just don't throw it on the floor. Put it straight in the bin. Okay. Right, done. I will come back and show you these. Right, let's the green one. The Tropical Oasis, and I was on the fence about that one. I pretty much, loved all the ones you did. Oh, bother, brother. I saw an empty cash register after that. Ha ha ha. Yeah, there were aspects of the tropical sheet I like, but no. Right, there we go. I want to put a nice big flower. Nice little stripe under there. There's a nice little stripe there. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right. That on there like that. Yeah, this is a very cute pack actually. Apart from the fact it's not Stampin' Up. Who's it by? Paper Blocks. Yeah. And I think when you get packs like this, you cannot be precious about them and just sit and stroke everything. You've just got to use it. Because otherwise it will sit there in your craft room for about 20 years. Someone put on their Facebook, one of the demonstrators, was it Sue McDonald? Janice, do you know her? She put something like, this year I'm going to do all the craft projects that I started in 2019, that I bought the kits for in 2018 and researched them in 2017 or something like that. It was just like, yeah, we've got projects that have, you know, been on the go for a very, very long time. It's so funny. Hi, Teresa. Oh, Teresa KNT Designs by Teresa. Ooh. Oh, have you just come on, Vanessa? Not much. I've only been on for about 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes. Ah, okay. I'm responding to Janice. Is there any other questions? My device dies. I had to give it some feed. We're making some very scrappy cards here. I'm just tearing paper as I go. Although, for this one, I am going to use my little trimmer. Just need to trim off a wee little bit. Not enough, apparently. Oh dear. A bit more. Is that enough now? Yes. Right. Use the sunflower one. Right, what about another bit of this one? Oh, thank you, Linda. She says, keep it up, keep it up. I will. I actually quite like having all this plain stuff here. It's just, yeah, it's just different. gives it a nice bit of contrast. And because it's just that nice craft colour, it's really kind of natural looking. So tear it up, says Linda. Okay, okay. Ruth, what are we allowed to put on your Facebook? Just Stampin' Up or anything from your lessons and videos. Ah, right. Okay, so just to clarify, for those of you who've joined my Artful Stampin' space, ideally, please could you only share pictures of your projects, not anyone else's projects, your projects, that you have been inspired by me. Okay, I know that might sound a little bit egotistical, because it does. However, what I'm trying to do, guys, if you know anything about building a brand and all that kind of thing, is just kind of build up a brand around what I inspire you guys to do. So it's not because I think I'm the best or anything like that. It's just because I have, I share a very particular kind of way of stamping, and I just want to kind of be identified with that. So ideally, in the group that I've created, it's all about Artful Stampin'. There are loads of other groups on Facebook for just sharing anything and everything. And so if you want to do share everything and anything, please join those groups. But my group is very much about taking what I do and making it yours and sharing that with everybody else, and getting a critique back on it if you would like it. Is that okay? Thanks, Vanessa. It looks like a wedding cake. It does. Yeah, shall I put some pearls on this one? Yeah, so occasionally I will go through the group, and please don't be offended, but I will delete some posts occasionally. So I mean, it's nice, at Christmas time people were wishing each other happy Christmas and all that kind of thing, but maybe a week or so's time I will delete those posts, because I just think it's helpful for if someone new, or actually not just necessarily anyone new coming to the group, it's just easier to be able to just scroll through the group and just see pictures, really lovely pictures, rather than no, happy Christmas or whatever, which is, at Christmas time it's fine, but I think, when you're scrolling through 3 months later and you're seeing happy Christmas greetings, it kind of just doesn't make sense. So I will delete stuff occasionally, or, someone might just say, oh, thank you for adding me to the group, so I'll keep that up there for a little bit, but eventually I'll delete that too. So stuff we see you do today, we can get inspired and post. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Anything. If you see anything from any of my videos that inspires you and you want to post it onto that page, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I just don't want it to be where people are posting maybe other people's videos or other people's pictures or whatever. There's loads of other Facebook groups for that kind of thing. I'm actually members, I'm a member of some of them, but because it's about Artful Stampin' space, I just want to keep it restricted, because yeah, it's just easier. Thank you for asking, Vanessa. But I probably will have to clarify it from time to time, because not everybody realizes that when Facebook groups get set up, they kind of, different ones have different rules. So I realized that actually I joined a group that were all about different dies, like different dies that you can purchase. And someone put a picture of a fate, what was it called? It wasn't made by Stampin' Up, but it was using a Stampin' Up image, using the Stampin' Up dies, and they were like, oh, look what I got. And I just went, that's illegal. That you shouldn't have, no, I didn't say you shouldn't have bought it, but I just said that's a pirated die. Anyway, I got banned from the group immediately. And I had this message saying, if that happens, you should contact the person personally. You should not say it in public, or you should contact the administrator. And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. But I was so cross, because it's been happening so often. These companies have been stealing Stampin' Up images and creating dies and selling them really cheaply, and then people are getting the dies and wondering why they, you know, are not very good, or the stamp sets are too small or whatever. So okay, if any of my stuff is not okay, just delete it, your choice. Thanks, Vanessa. No, it's fine, your stuff's lovely. Yeah, and you're clearly getting lots of inspiration from me, so that's fine. So not just Stampin' Up. Well, obviously my video today, I can't strictly say that. I mean, ideally Stampin' Up, because I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. However, I'm not going to be that pedantic, because if you've been inspired by my way of doing something and you haven't got Stampin' Up product, then that's not, you know, I'm not going to penalise you for that. So don't worry about that. Right, so as you can see, what I've done is just filled up that whole kind of space there. And then I'm just going to see if I can find some extra textures. Actually, that, I think, that right in the middle. Tear that down. Janice says, I always learn the hard way. Wow. Yeah, I obviously spoke out too soon. Although I have been, I tell you what I have done, I've been on Amazon. If I see these fake stamp sets on Amazon that are Stampin' Up, I contact Amazon and I just say, that's not supposed to be listed. That's illegal. Yeah, so as I said earlier, when you have a big pad like this, you can kind of layer away without kind of worrying too much about, oh, I'm using too much paper. You know, it's thin stuff, it's cheap, you know, and it just creates lots of love. And, you know, you can also add extra texture by getting your nails and getting in there and doing that kind of thing. I mean, if I was being really super shabby chic, I'd be in here with inks and stuff. So Ellen says, happened to me with watermarks. Oh, because you watermark stuff? Oh, you're not allowed to do that? You should. Well, technically, anything that we create, we should watermark, because especially if it goes onto a blog, or if it goes onto Instagram, people can pin it, and once something is pinned, Pinterest owns the image. So it's very hard to claim your copyright on something once it's on Pinterest. So I think you should always watermark your work if you are that way inclined. In some groups, you can't have a sale line. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, because I noticed, I think I first noted Kylie Bertucci do it first, where she says, do you want to buy this? Buy stamps here. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, because you're using it as free advertising, aren't you? Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, if you just put your, I think you're allowed to put your name and maybe your blog address. That should be allowed, but not buy your Stampin' Up products here. What melted? What are you talking about? Who's melted? What melted? Someone fill me in on that one. I just don't use those groups, not doing a million different images. Yeah, exactly. That's fair enough, Ellen. You know, there's only so much social media we can have time to do. Yeah, you just got to pick and choose what's best for you. Your stamps melted. What? Oh, were they fake ones? Oh, there we go. Lesson learned. Right, where are we at? 30 minutes. Okay, I might just do a little bit of a review now. Finishing off this last card and see if I can finish any of these off with some embellishments and things. So I've hardly made a dent in this pack, to be quite honest with you. Look, there's loads left. Ah, right. Let's see. I just tear around this flower here. So this is a great way of fussy cutting without fussy cutting. Look. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Can you hear that from my upstairs toilet? Can you hear that? Can you hear my son going to the toilet? Like, I can hear it through my roof of my ceiling, not my roof. A couple of weeks ago, a can of hairspray exploded in my bathroom, blew the door off and completely blew the can apart. Company said hairspray had a 2-year lifespan. Oh my goodness. Oh, you don't read group things. Precision tearing. You can't hear it. Oh, thank goodness. I'm always really panicked that you guys can hear if someone goes to the toilet above me, because my craft room is underneath the loo. So I generally don't say anything, but that was so loud, I thought you could hear it. Shh, don't tell my son. Right, I'm going to have a look through. Oh, where are they gone? I was going to say I'll have a look through those flowers. That's a load of flowers. Oh, you know what I could do? I'm going to get my Prima flowers. You can just smell it. Oh, you're disgusting, Esther. Honestly. Right. Right, I can only get my flatties out. My flatty flowers. Look, these are from my Prima flower buying days. Oh my goodness. I've not used these for a long time. I know. Only a sister could get away with saying stuff like that. Now, I do believe these might be old Stampin' Up flowers. Do you remember when Stampin' Up used to do these? These are quite old. Years, they used to stick together quite a lot. Oh, there we go. See, there's 2 of them. Is that 3? No, 2. There we go. Oh, too cute. Right where Greg sleeps, but he had just gone to family room. It blew a whole lot of other cans out the cupboard. They said I could have £100 of free product. Seriously? Wowzers. Glad no one was in the room. Did I tell you guys what happened to my washing machine? I put pictures of it on Facebook. My washing machine kind of blew up. I think I told you already. Hi, Tanya. I came across eyelets today in my craft room. Must try and use them more. Yes. Actually, I came across some of my old eyelets as well. Just don't use them so much nowadays. They were all the rage way back when. Right. Got a little orange one there. I used to be so frugal with these, but now I'm like, oh, stuff it, use them. That needs a pearl. Oh, no, I got a washing machine. I went and bought a new one the following day. So something happened when it was like spin in the middle of the night. My daughter heard it bang. And so it's a front loading drum one, but the lid literally popped, like it's not meant to pop off, but the top popped off and the metal drum was ripped apart. And the concrete block, one of the concrete blocks that weighs it down, that came dislodged. And there was a piece of plastic I found in another part. I mean, it's only a small boiler room that I put my machine in, but it was above where a washing rag. So it was just like, So I put a picture on Facebook going, has this ever happened to anybody? And people were like saying, that's not normal. You need to contact the company. And I was like, oh, okay. So I did. And it also turned out, because I went on the company's website, and it turned out that that machine was listed as one potentially having an issue. So I was like, so I described it to the lady, and she said, oh, did anyone get hurt? I was like, no, it's fine. There's no damage. But so then an official person got back to me a few days later and said, right, well, how old was the machine? I said, oh, it was over 10 years old. And she said, okay, well, based on the age of the machine and what's happened to it, can we give you £160 for the cost? Because that was it. They were going to replace it like for like. That was it. She said, oh, well, what was it? Can we replace it? And I said, well, I've actually ordered ordered a machine already. I said, I can't live without a machine. I've got 4 kids, so I've already ordered one. So she said, oh, well, you can have £160 towards the cost of a new one. So I was like, yes. So my new machine only, obviously cost me less than what I paid for it because I had the money back. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And also, if my machine had just broken down in a kind of really quiet, normal way, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I would have just got rid of it, taken it to the dump, bought a new machine. But because of the way it exploded, that's what prompted me to contact the company. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered. So, yeah. So sometimes these things are little blessings in disguise. So I went to the shop. I always try and support my local electrical shop. And they had a Samsung, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted a Samsung. And it was reduced. I think it was reduced to about 360. I think it was. It was normally like 450 or something like that. And I was comparing the energy rating and the water consumption to all the other machines, and it was just the best, like eco, the best. And so I thought, okay, well, it's about £100 more than what I would normally spend, but actually in the long run I will save electricity and saving on water and all that kind of thing. So I actually spent a bit extra on it, but then because I had the money back from the other company, I ended up just spending what I would normally have spent anyway. So I was super happy. Oh, and then the lady who was signing off the whole debacle contacted me and said, oh, I'm just checking that, you know, nothing is in anything else, you know, blah, blah. And I said, actually, I said there was a top that got damaged. And there was more than a top. It was like a top and a sock and a, I don't know, a t-shirt or something, but I didn't go on about those. And this top I'd actually purchased from a charity shop. And so I didn't feel like I could say, actually, I want you to replace the top, because the top was going to be replaced. It was going to be like 50 quid because it was from a company called White Stuff, which is quite a nice brand. But I knew that I'd only spent about 4 or 5 quid on it, so I didn't feel I could ask for 50 quid. So I said, oh, £10 will cover it. So she sent me a cheque for 10 quid. So I got another £10 back. Oh dear. Hi, Carol. Are you new to my lives? Welcome. Right. Now, because I've got a big, massive flower there, I'm thinking, I don't really want to put loads of flowers, big flowers on this, because it kind of takes away from... Ooh, oh, that would be fun to do. Not today. That would be nice though, wouldn't it, on something? I might just grab some little flowers to decorate that with. I'll go put that aside for a minute. Okay, all right. Can I fit any more in here? I'm wondering, what about tucking some flowers? What else have I got? Oh, let's have a look what I got here. Some peachy ones, look. What about tucking? If I cut these in half. What, that one? Yeah, that one only needs sentiments. Ooh, probably stuck that down. Not tucking that into there. Oh, just stick it. Stick it, Ruth, stick it. Hi, April. On top of sunflowers. Oh, ooh. Let's have a look. What, like that? Okay, hold on. Let me just use this up somewhere then. That's a good idea. You like the teal colour? Oh, that, yeah. It's nice, isn't it? Okay, what you're saying, put one on there. See if I've got smaller ones. You can tell orange isn't really a colour I generally use because I've got quite a few of them in here. I think it'd be a shame to completely cover up the sunflower, so I'm trying to find little ones. See if I can find another small. The little brown ones. Which little brown ones? These ones. There's a cream one. I think that's okay. I'm not sure if I've got enough of... Oh, that's a more beigey one. These ones aren't very sunflower-like. Oh, that's pink. Oh, well, pink might go because I've got a bit of pink there. Oh, there we go. These are a bit more muted, these colours. 3, like that. There we go. Happiness. I'm sticking them down, because otherwise I'll be here all night. Good idea, Vanessa. Ooh, stay. 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 I could do with a nice fluffy little something in the centre, couldn't I? Let's have a think. Oh, what about a button? See, I rarely dig these out. No, orange with brown. Oh, Vanessa, it's too late. Sorry. Now, normally I'd say I don't like buttons. I like string on them, but it's too much faff, so I'm not going to do it. Ooh, let's get a bit of... You never thought of buttons. Oh gosh, buttons used to be all the rage about 10 years ago or 15 years ago. 15 years ago in card making, buttons were everywhere. There we go. Right, so let's finish this one. I think we could tuck a few more. Oh, that's quite nice. Now this one I was going to put... Oh, there it is. I was going to stamp a sentiment. So I'm thinking tucking a flower underneath. Just sticking a flower on top, actually, be fine. Try and use up as many orange and peachy things as possible. Now I'm taking you down memory lane. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, did you hear my tummy then? It growled. Ah, right, now I'm thinking I need to stamp something on here, otherwise I am not going to get a chance to do it. Ooh, rather stamp. I'm trying to find something nice. Celebrating you is the best. I find that a bit twee. Sorry, guys. I want to get the right sentiment. Oh look, this is taking me down memory lane as well, this one. I can't bear to part with this one. Blooms and Wishes. That's an old one as well. Right. Yeah, that's nice. Right, I'm going to do it though in brown. I'm not going to do it in black. Because sometimes black can be far too harsh. Who's that? Who's just come in? Oh, hi Wendy. There we go. Right, pop that away. Just finishing off a batch of cards. But I had to stamp the sentiment before I start sticking all these flowers down, so. Right, let's get that down. Greg asked where I was buying all the white DVDs from. He painted and I said they were all stamps, not movies. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. He didn't realise. You'll never be able to. You'll have to like get old covers of movies and put them around your Stampin' Up stamps, and hope he doesn't notice. Oh, that's so funny. Well, you probably get more hours pleasure out of the stamps than you do a film. That's the way I'd argue it. You know, what a film is usually, what, 2 hours long? That would be my argument. Oh, hello flower would be a good sentiment. No one done in a stamp yet. Hello flower. Oh, I thought Stampin' Up had done one. They've not done one called Hello Flower. Oh, Hello Lovely they tend to do. Hello Lovely. We say that quite a lot in the UK. Oh, and Wales. Hello Lovely. Have we got any Welsh in the house at the moment? Where's Vanessa? Vanessa Bridge. Do you say hello lovely? Hello lovely. There's lovely. Right, I think I'm done for flowers. Let's put some pearls on. No problem. He's happy to still be here, so he wouldn't care what I bought them. Oh, Vanessa's Welsh. Yay. I'm going to have to buy some more of these big uns, aren't I? I've used quite a few of these. If I put movie covers on my stamps, my husband would think I'd opened a hire shop. I say, hello, my lovely. Oh, yeah, that's very South Walian. I got it from my South Walian friend from uni. Hello, love. You like love? That's what she used to say all the time. Like love? Right. That one, I think, yeah, whoever said it just needs a sentiment, doesn't it, that one? Might be able to put a few little pearls in the background. Just to zhuzh it up a bit. Esther says she likes it blank. Oh, yes, I could leave it blank. Okay, like it as is. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That one needs a sentiment. Oh, and a pearl. on this one. Right, did I put that stamp away? For you, there'll be no something, can't remember the words. That takes me back as well, Eva Cassidy. Do you remember when Eva Cassidy was all the rage? I need flowers. Well, to be honest, I haven't bought paper flowers for quite a while now. Partly because I have so many, but also I just love being able to punch them out of the colours that I want. So I ended up just purchasing flower punches. So now I tend to make them. You know, and with so many flower dyes and things, you can make them to whatever colour you want. So I don't tend to buy them. Although I am partial to them. Right, so what were we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That could do with a 4 as well, couldn't it? I could slip it in there. I keep putting the ink pad away. Right. Let's get that one there. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Andy. Yeah, he was a bit rusty on one of the tunes, although he's since gone back and been practicing it again. The only issue is that if he plays stuff like that, YouTube pick up on it and they go, copyright alert. So they kind of go, your monetization could be threatened. I literally within minutes of that video going live, I had mail from YouTube. So I can contact them and say, well, you played a bit of it. You have 100 postage stamps. Oh, sorry, Vanessa. Was that your fault? Because you bought postage stamps because of me. Oh, dear. I'm here all the time, but mostly because I never mention... I never remember anyone's name. Butterflies. What are you saying about butterflies? Oh, butterflies for the thing. Okay. I know, he gets used to his mum being very proud of him and going, Ethan, can you play that piece, please? Right, so we've got, those are done. I need to, I've got envelopes for these actually, and I have envelopes for these, that's fine. I just forgot to buy cellophane for that size. Right, so, I'll keep miscounting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 plus 10. That's good, isn't it? 25 cards we've done tonight. Well, there we go. Thank you for your company, everybody. These will go into the stash. Oh, I need to put stickers on these, don't I? I have a little box of these. And I've messaged my friend, although I think she might be asleep. I did message her earlier to say, oh, we've raised some more money. If you don't have envelopes, do I make my own? I make envelopes if I've made a super duper special card. Oh, that's already got stuff on. Super duper special card that needs to be slightly 3D, like more of a boxalope. That's when I tend to make my own envelopes, to be quite honest, because I just think if it's a kind of like a plainish card, people aren't going to keep it anyway. So, well, they're not going to keep the card, let alone the envelope. So I don't see the point in me spending extra time making an envelope. But if I'm making like an anniversary card or a wedding card that's quite 3D, I will make. Now, a tip on that, I think I probably have told people where to go for the dimensions. If you Google crafty owl as in the bird, box buster, she's got this thing on her blog where you can type in the size of box that you want to make, and if you've got the We Are Memory Keepers stroke Stampin' Up envelope maker, it will tell you the size of card to cut, and it will tell you where to do the first two notches to make your box. It's so cool. So I used her. What's on the labels? These say all the proceeds of this card will go to the Potter's House community-based organisation. It is committed to the relief of poverty and the support of families in Kenya. For more information, email info@thepottershousecbo.org. £3 will feed one person for a week. £10 will pay for our counsellor for a full day of counselling traumatised children. £12 will buy a school uniform. £18 will feed a family of 6 for a week. And £30 will enable a child to go to school, uniform, admission fee, books. Thank you for support. So those are the stickers that go on the back to say what the charity is that you're supporting. So there we go. So also, I mean, it's information obviously for the person who receives the card. There's an app for the... No way. An app. That is so cool, Wendy. Ooh, please message me. And I will put the link on Artful Stampin Space for anyone who's interested. Right, so if you haven't gathered already, there is a Facebook group that I've set up called Artful Stampin Space. And the idea is that group is for you to share any projects that you have made, having been inspired by watching any of my videos. Ideally Stampin' Up products, but I know not everyone has Stampin' Up, but just likes my way of stamping and creating. And it's just a way to sort of share and, you know, inspire each other. Oh gosh, I used to do this loads. Put roses in the middle of a daisy like that. Those used to go on my cards all the time. If anyone wants a bit of a real blast from the past, you should go to my old blog. It's called paperandpearls.blogspot.com. It's called Artful Ramblings. That was my old blog. And you can see my old card making attempts. From way back when. These are my old... Oh, that one doesn't fit. Where's my other lid? These are old Kilner jars. Bottling jars. I picked these up secondhand. You guys in America call this canning, don't you? Where you can stuff. How long have I been crafting? Oh, a long time, Vanessa. My mum taught me to knit when I was 6. So that is 37 years ago. And then she taught me how to crochet and then do tatting, and then I picked up jewellery making for myself, and then I branched into card making in my mid-20s. And yeah, just enjoyed making things. Esther taught me to stamp. Did you? Oh yeah, you might have done. I wasn't really that into stamping. And then yeah, I came across Stampin' Up because I was looking for stamps to stamp onto cards and things that I was making. Toppers. I was making lots of toppers and selling them on eBay. And yeah, wanted to get into stamps, and then came across Stampin' Up, bought a few stamps from America before it was over here in the UK. Did she stamp with her feet? Oh, you guys are funny. I know what, let me flip the camera. Ooh. 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 There we go. Although I can't see myself because there's a big thing holding my phone in place, which is right in front of my face. There we go. I have been tidying my room, although you wouldn't guess it. My floor is now covered in all the stuff that I got out to use for these cards. So, but anyway, that was good. Good craft session, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I know it was a bit of a different one from what some of you are used to, because I'm usually, it's cracking my neck. I'm usually Stampin' Up exclusive, but I had to use contraband today because I've got so much of it. Oh, it's crazy. I've hardly made a dent in it. Yeah. But anyway, it's good. Oh, thank you. And I love Vanessa, can I just say, Vanessa Page. I love the fact that you call them lessons. I love that. I really do. It warms my heart. Especially when Vanessa is my #1 sharer on Artful Stampin Space, and she'll put, "This is what I made from Ruth's lesson today." I love it. I'm like, oh, Vanessa, my pupil. I love it. Oh, you guys, you're so awesome. Right. I don't know what else to say, really. It's just like chit-chat time now, isn't it? No, thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody who's donated. Ruth is going to be so happy. We've had some issues with the bank account recently. Yeah. Anyway, it's getting sorted. So I have a little envelope in my house, that money that was supposed, that I've kept, that was supposed to be put in the bank account, couldn't because the bank account has been sorted. And various other things, like my mum gave me some bookmarks that she was selling for Potter's House. So I've been collecting all the money from that, and so I've got a nice envelope of money to give her when the bank account gets sorted. So this is additional to that. So she's going to be really happy. Oh, love your lessons. We learn a lot. Oh, thank you, Esther. You're old student. No, everyone's young. Everyone's young in crafting. Doesn't matter what age you are. Us oldies sit together. Yeah, I know. All the Vanessas. It's all the Vanessas stick together. That's what it is. There's plenty of you. Thank you, Linda. And also, so I get lovely, you guys are so kind in your messaging me. I do get some lovely messages from different people from all around the world, and they just, yeah, I treasure every single one. It's lovely. So, oh, who's messaging me? Oh, someone just messaged me. Oh, thank you, Wendy. It's Wendy's messaging me about the envelope generator. Cheers, love. What is that? Right. So actually, while you're on here, I was trying to organise future lessons. Let me get my notebook. Oh, which notebook should I use? Oh, got that one. Right. Still use this one. Okay, and also I meant to say, Anybody that donated to me in December or shop with me in December, I will be filming an exclusive video. I forgot to say it and do it. I've got to do that. So actually tomorrow, I met Vanessa Redgrave once. I will tell you the story later. Yes, so everybody who donated in December, I have not forgotten. I will be filming an exclusive video for you guys. I will do that. So anyone who shopped with me or donated through PayPal or YouTube Live. So can everybody who YouTube Live, what's it called? Super chatted me on New Year's Eve, because I can't quite remember who did. Could you contact me to let me know? And I will go back and, well, I can sort of go back and check. I just got to watch it all. I will email you. Yeah, I've been on for an hour, Karen. I want pictures of your hair. Right, and then there are, for those of you who've already donated in January, and obviously for this, was not impressed when they put that in the papers. I was 20 at the time and got called that after her. Who put what in the newspapers? Vanessa the Undresser. Was that because of a certain film? Was that because of a film? I first came across her when she did Camelot. So I was in my teens and Camelot came on the telly with Richard Harris. Oh. And you know what? I admired her from then because there was a scene in which she cried. And you know what I thought was really good acting was the fact that her nose was wet. Like you could see that it wasn't just like fake crying here. She was actually had a snotty nose. And I thought, wow, that is an actress. She's got a snotty nose. Honestly, I'm being quite honest with you. That was my impression of her. I thought, wow, she's a really good actress. And also that the article got posted on my works notice board. Oh, that's cheeky. That's really cheeky, Vanessa. Aren't they mean? Mind you, I've been called Dr. Ruth in my time, so there we go. If you don't know who Dr. Ruth is, you can Google her. But no, I remember watching Camelot and thinking, oh my goodness, like she married the king and then she fell in love with another guy. That's just horrible. Ah. Yeah, we're talking about Vanessa Redgrave. Yes. So, yeah, how I met her, very briefly, was when I was younger, I used to I was part of a theatre company in London that was met at the National Theatre. It was a youth theatre company that one of the, someone who worked for the National Theatre in the youth department set up a theatre company for people, and the letter that went out to schools was for kids who are from non-theatre going companies. So my drama teacher at the time asked me to go. So then, because I was at the National quite often, I'd know the events that were going on. So they had an evening with Vanessa Redgrave. So I was just like, I was totally in awe of her. So I went along to it. And because I was in the building quite often, I knew where stage door was. So I quickly ran round to stage door because I knew that she would be getting into her taxi or her chauffeur-driven car or whatever. Anyway, so I managed to catch her and I think I got her autograph. I don't know where it is, but I met her. And I think she even got me to sit, like I sat inside her car for like a couple of minutes. So there we go. That's a very, very long time ago. Right, ideas for future videos. Wendy, did I send you a catalogue? Did I interview her? No, I didn't interview her. No, I was watching her being interviewed. gosh, it was such a long time. Was it by Michael Grade? It was just like a, you know, like they interview people. Oh yeah, incredible actress. A whole family. The Redgraves are amazing. Mixing old, okay, mixing old, new, and retired stamps. Is that what you're saying, Vanessa? Okay, ideas for videos. Mixing new and retired stamps. Yeah, I could maybe call it something old, something new. Oh, you're a demo, Wendy. Sorry, I'm just looking at my list of like people I've sent catalogues to, and there's a Wendy on here, but it's a different surname. And sometimes people use different surnames. I'm like, is that the same Wendy? Have I not sent one to you, Vanessa? I'm so sorry. Can you drop me a line, Vanessa? Can you email me? One of these days, I've got to get to Aberystwyth, actually, Vanessa. So if you ever want to meet, not Vanessa. Yeah, Vanessa. Abereron's not too far from Aber, is it? Do you want to meet up? Love my shelf of punches in the background. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Oh, those are all my current punches. Okay, ideas. It's about an hour from Abereron to Aberystwyth. Are you ever in Aber? Ideas, guys. I did think, okay, so this is an idea I did have, to do a video. This would be more kind of orientated for people who run workshops, and I do understand that. But I know that I do have a lot of demos watching, about how I design cards for workshops, because designing cards for workshops is very different from, you know, either creating cards that are for commissions or just for pleasure. It's very different because, yeah, because you're kind of batch creating kits, so it's very different. Okay. Designing, so it might just be that I'll come on one night or other nights and just say I need to design a card, and I'm just going to do it in front of you and show, you know, from scratch. I might not even have an idea. I just come on and do it. Designing cards for workshops. And what I would do is then just talk through my thought processes in terms of how I design it, because I've got to think, right, this has got to be repeatable and easily repeatable for everybody. I would like that, as I now have some people interested. Oh, brilliant, Karen. So do you not do in-house workshops just yet? I thought you did. Okay, that's great. And also it's useful for also kit creating, which is something that I haven't really done yet, but I am thinking of doing, is creating kits to go with bundles. So if someone purchases the bundle, I would then maybe make a kit. And for mixed abilities, yes, okay. Will this be what you would do for? Yes, yeah, basically, yeah. It's what I would be creating for my workshop, so I would just do that in front of you. Yeah. So on average, I get about, at the moment, I'm getting about 12 people at my workshops. So I have to batch kit create. No, Esther. So that's what I do. You've only done one-on-one. Oh, that's nice. One-on-ones are fun. Yeah, you get more. Well, it's more of a teaching session, really, one-on-one. Should I bring wine? Yeah, you can bring wine if you want, but you might not cut straight, Karen. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, talking about bringing on wine, what about like just a session where I maybe preset a theme or a recipe, like, you know, use this and this, and we kind of just have an evening, you know, I'll go live and do it, but then you can share the results on Artful Stampin Space, that kind of thing, and you can bring wine to that if you want to. Make it quite relaxed. Maybe a Saturday thing, you know, like I did before where I did a Saturday event. Anyway, anything else specifically, like, I don't know, pop-up cards or men's card? I mean, I try and do masculine I need to get back into masculine Mondays, so I'll start that next week. Vanessa's in. Vanessa, you could come round. I think you're about 2 hours away from me though. Yeah, Karen, you can come if you want to. Mail cards. An exposing card. I say, Vanessa, I don't think this is the right channel for you. Exposing card. Do you mean exploding card? Oh, my life, my brain is going like, exposing card? Been to Towan recently. Oh. How far is Swansea from Welshport? It's about 3.5 hours. 4 hours. Although my husband and I were talking about coming to Aberdare. We've got relatives in Aberdare. I have a downline in Aberdare. Where's the other Vanessa? Not Net. No. What's her name? Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, I'm so embarrassed now. My downline's name has gone out of my head. Oh, I've remembered. Laurie. She lives in Aberdare. So I was thinking if I come down that far south, Aberdare's probably about an hour from Swansea, I think. We could maybe meet up. Come to South Wales. I know, Laurie. Yay. Cool. What was that? What did Linda say? No wine for me yesterday. I was 20. Well done, Linda. Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be wine. It can be whatever you want it to be. That's really good. Well done. Okay, exploding. I'm going to write this down very carefully. Exploding card. Do you mean like those exploding boxes? I made one years ago. I might be able to find it. Yes, keep going. Let me see if I can find it. I have a case of like old stuff that I made. Exposing what? Exposing lesson would maybe get a few more followers. Yes. I could write it in the description. Exposing card. Where is Aberystwyth from me? Aberystwyth is like an hour and 20 on the train. And it's straight from Welshport to Aberystwyth. It's great. Right. I would like to visit that area as my relatives are from there. No way, Karen. That's so cool. I went to uni there. I went to university there. Okay, so this was an exploding box that I made. Oh my goodness, this is old stamp. Do you remember this old Stampin' Up paper? Okay, ready? Whoop. And inside, look, all these butterflies. So this is the old butterfly punch. Remember the old butterfly punch? I didn't use all Stampin' Up stuff, so it's got flowers and that kind of thing. I know it isn't easy to get around Wales. There we go. We could do something like this. Have we got a butterfly? Oh yeah, we do have a butterfly. I was like, do we have a butterfly punch? Yes, we do. Too many mountains. I know, but that's what we love about Wales. All the mountains and the valleys. Mountains and the valleys. Right, so let me just read your comments about this. That is so cute. Yes, Karen, come visit. Okay, so you guys want me to do an exploding card, yeah? All right, I will do that. And we could make the flowers out of our current punches and leaves and things. There we go. And that's how it closes. Right, exploding card. Well, that's 3 things you've given me ideas for while we've discussed lots of other stuff. See if there's any other blasts from the past things in here. Oh, for those of you who have the flower shop punch, did you know that you can make these out of them? I have a video on it, so if you want to see the video, it's back on one of my One Sheet Wonder videos, but you can make these. Okay, just to let you know. We could do a video, yes. Show you my messy craft room, my messy house. Although I did hoover today, so. Oh, we have many, 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 many mountains. Yes, we've got Snowdonia, the Brecon Beacons, the lovely Brecon Beacons. We have many, many mountains. Oh, I sounded Indian then. Right, I better go to bed. Thank you so much for your company, guys. It's been lovely as always. And I tried tidying my desk. What was it? My craft room today, and I lost my desk twice. I'm not very Welsh. No, I'm not Welsh. No, can you tell? No. Although I describe myself as British. Although I've lived in Wales the longest ever in my life. And all my kids, well, 3 of my boys were born here. No, my father's from Kent, England, and my mother's from Malaysia originally. But she's... Iawn, tipyn bach. Tipyn bach. Mae'n plant siarad Cymraeg. I'm Welsh and Scottish, but my grandparents are from Rothsay. Oh, I slept well last night. I was in bed by 10:30 last night, and I didn't get out of bed until 10 o'clock this morning. That was lush. So I'm feeling really good. Yeah, because I had every intention to come on live yesterday, and I was falling, like we were watching a film, and I was falling asleep. So I was just like, I've got to get to bed. So today I feel great, and I will go to bed. I think my husband's already in bed. I'm a pommy Aussie. Yes, you are, Vanessa. But that's good. Right. No more questions, are there? No. I'm going to bed. Yeah. Karen, we want pictures of your new hair, darling. Right, take care for now, guys. I appreciate all the support. And if you're new to my channel, please remember to subscribe, because I know that 30% of you, only 30% of you that watch my videos, subscribe. Yes, I have the details. YouTube, give it to me. I had my grandson sleeping with me last night. Oh, he had nightmares. Oh no. Yes, I know that 60% of you are not subscribed to my channel. Okay. Now, I know that not all of you may want to subscribe, but a few of you might do. And if you don't subscribe, you run the danger of losing me and having to message me and go, Ruth, where are your videos? Yeah, and if you like my video, it goes into your list of liked videos. That's the other thing. that and then if you really like particular videos, then learn how to set up playlists. Okay, they are super useful. If you set up playlists, you can then save videos that you like from YouTube onto your playlist so that you can go back and watch them. Or if you use Pinterest, pin them, that you can pin videos onto YouTube, onto Pinterest, so that you can re-find them. I do try and pin, and all of my blog posts I do pin. So if you follow me on Pinterest, you can pin them. So, whose message was held for review? Oh, who's being naughty? I have a Ruth playlist. I love it. Thanks, Wendy. Someone's comment was held for review. Oh, Wendy says subscribe. Thanks, Wendy. Show. Yeah, I know. I think I was preaching to the converted with you lot. You guys already subscribed to me, but people do watch stuff on the replay, so, or come across my channel. You know, I still have people who, like, I've had messages over Christmas of people who've just sort of found me, and yeah, yeah, Vanessa. And they've said, "Oh, I found," you know, or I get comments on really old videos, like the scrap videos are really popular. So I've got new viewers just even over Christmas time, people who've just found me. Yeah, I'll do a whole video on exposing. All right, Vanessa, just for you. Don't you worry. Right, lots of love to you all. Take care. God bless. Bye. That took me half an hour to get out of here because I can't reach the button. Hold on. Right, bye.